So I'm kind of curious myself. I've got just about every appliance out in the market. I've got my very lush, wonderful Vitamix that I swear by. I've got the most elegant Bella Nutripro, which delivers great juice. And then of course, this little bullet here, which I haven't quite used. I haven't found a lot of use for it yet, but we are going to test it because it is one of the top selling products on the market, and I want to know why. So we're going to do a kind of a side-by-side, three-by-side thing here. We're going to take the kale, fresh kale, grapes, same amount, half a cucumber, half a green apple. We're going to blend it. We're also going to juice the same amount, and then we're going to do that in the bullet here. And then we're going to add some spinach. And we're going to see what tastes better, what looks better, what is better, and kind of do a little comparison, all right? So bear with me as we go through this. First of all, any blender, when you're just doing fruits and vegetables, you want to put some water in. So let's put a half cup of water into here. And let's get this little guy out and do a half a cup of water in here. All right, then we're going to add the fruits and vegetables that we have laid out. We've got grapes, apples. This is about one serving. If you're going to do a green smoothie or a green juice, this is about a serving. Certainly enough to give you energy and get you the vital nutrients you need to get going with your day. All right, let's shove this in. It's a little tight. It's kind of a small container. This happens to be, by the way, the biggest container that comes with this machine. So let's see if we can't get it all in there, because it won't be fair if we don't do equal parts, right? All right, little bullet, little man. Push you down in there. Put your lid on. And we'll turn you upside down for now, let you sit there. And then we're going to do the same thing over here into our Vitamix. We're going to put our grapes, our apples, our cucumbers. Oops, let me get that last kale in. This is 3 leaves of kale. And I left the stems on because I think it's really important to see the fiber content. In a juice, I would always leave the stems on. In a blender, maybe not so much, depending on how much fiber you want. All right, so we got that in there. Look at lots of room for more. Okay, and then we got the juicer. So let's do the juicer first, and then we'll do these two at the same time. Turning the Nutripro on, dropping in the produce. Kale, apple, cucumber. This is gonna make a really yummy drink. Super fast. All that juice is pouring out. Just drop a little apple on the floor. That doesn't count. Save it for later. Let that do its action. I'm going to turn on the Vitamix now. Break it down. I'm going to do it full at the same time. Juicer is just getting rid of all its old juices. There we go. Extracting everything. All right. So what we're looking for is, we forgot the spinach. We don't need the spinach. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Okay. So what we're looking for is taste, texture, fiber versus liquid, depending on what you want to do. And of course, you know, really just kind of the appeal. Now, here is a Vitamix green smoothie, very thick, lots of viscosity, nice bright green color. And then we have the juice. That looks yummy. Okay. And then we've got bullets. Texture. Kind of clumpy. Ooh, lordy. Very clumpy. And not as green as is the Vitamix, which is very interesting because they're the exact same ingredients. In fact, I think the kale on this one was even greener. Okay. Now, what we look for is, of course, taste. You want it to taste good. The second thing we look for is a good color. You can see that there are more nutrients, less damage to the cell walls. This looks like it's more oxidized. There's definitely more damage to the cell walls. That's why it has changed color. And of course, in this case, this one is fiber-free and clear liquid nutrition. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared. Okay, it's tasty, it's chewy. You can taste the pectin, the roughage from the kale. It's definitely got that barky, woody texture from kale. I might have put something else in there. I might have added more liquid. Which by the way is diluting what we're putting into our body. But it's good. You know, I can handle it. Well, that is very pleasant. That actually tastes sweeter, and I'm not sure why, because it's the exact same amount of grapes, exact same amount of apple, kale, cucumber. And this one's chewy as well. Not too dissimilar. This one definitely has more woody flavor from the kale. This one has like more of the apple pectin and the skin in it. I can taste the seeds broken down in there. But this one's delicious. So a Vitamix costs between $500 and $700, depending on the quality you want. I think you can get some for a little less than that, $379, $469, depending on where and when. The Nutripro costs $249, and this little bullet costs $99 to $100. The amount of juice, the amount of pleasure I'm getting out of this is greater. However, there is more in here because what's happening, and more in the Vitamix, because the fiber is actually in the bucket, which turns out to make really great flax crackers and other wonderful things for soups. So it's not unusable. Just in my opinion, it's unusable in good nutrition. This would be my first choice. The Vitamix. This is the Nutripro. This is the Magic Bullet. Right. So really, I've come to no conclusion. It really comes down to preference, style, and taste. They are all wonderful pieces of equipment if that's what you can afford. But in my opinion, if you are not enjoying your healing process, then you're certainly not healing. And this is very enjoyable. I could drink this all day long. So bottoms up and go get your favorite appliance. Cheers.